Hello, Forgaster here again, and we are back for episode 4 of Ard West, and we are still murdering a town of thugs, I guess. Could try this again. You don't get hit for some reason. We have a 75% chance to hit you. Could probably, well, let's just shoot you. Oh, and we miss, of course. I bet if I had used the cone shot against these guys, I would have killed both of them. And there's a guy in there as well. Alright. Well, whatever. Could you step out a little towards... No, that's the wrong direction. There's at least 2 more. Probably about 2 more. Can I cone shot these guys successfully this time? 1 damage. Wow. Stupid cover. There's one. That's a pretty perfect cone shot setup. Maybe if I run up to... Oh. Well. What's up with that? I just don't know what's up with the cone shot. Seems slightly less useful than it should be in this situation. Were they? They can't have been too close. That's... No. Just no. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So I guess cone shot does same damage. I only have 1 action, so I guess, well, let's just cone shot them again. Maybe I'll do 1 damage to each. No, no. Did the opposite. Did 1 damage to the other and no to the one I hit the last time. Great, great, great. Ow. This is a really weird gunfight. Well, at least they don't regenerate. So there's that. I guess. I'm gonna bet I can't hit that guy with a cone shot. Oh, I could. I could actually hit 3 people. But since he's out of cover, probably better to do this. I don't have much more to comment on this. I also wish I had that grenade right about now. Well, I guess it was his turn to take damage. Or something. Ah, well, guess who's getting shot today? It's you. And I miss. Damn it. Yeah. Nobody's out of cover, so might as well do that. Maybe next time I will hit both of them and they'll both die at the same time. That would be nice. It's a vague hope, but it's something. Alright. Actually... yeah. Gonna have to take that opportunity. Please stay there. Come on. Ah. Marvelous. Oh. Well, that was perhaps a poor decision. I think there's at least 2 more people running around, given the time that took. Ow. Well, if I go there now, you should be out of cover for me. No, not cone shot. Nice. Alright. Oh. Okay, one right there. Oh, hello. Nice. 2 still breathing, so it's you. Were you the one in that building? Might have been. I don't know. Oh. Okay, you are there. And I might be dead now because I didn't realize I was out of bullets again. Miss. Thank you. You can hit now. You could probably only do 2 damage or 4 damage at most. Or you could reload. That works too. I cannot hit that. Okay. Think I'm good now. You can reload, that's fine. Ow. Well, you're dead now.
Was dead. But you were just getting started.
Well, probably dead too, technically.
The stranger somehow stopped you halfway to death after that fateful night. The news spread quickly. Masked Man, your nemesis, went into hiding.
What a stupid name. The stranger approached you again. He said he knew Masked Man's location, still a stupid name. But that telling you would spoil the sportsmanship of the hunt. You didn't pay it much mind. You knew that if you took enough money from him, he'd find you. Then the stranger made an ominous request. He said that if you took 100 lives, he would reward you handsomely. The stranger asked if you'd meet any of your enemy's enemies. Said he'd heard tell of an old man named Murray. Seems he ran the gin mill and had crossed the Masked Man somehow. Tracking him down might put you closer to your target. Gin mill. Alrighty. I guess we're doing that. You arrived at Old Man Murray's gin mill to find the place ruined, deserted, and covered in crates. The upper floor office remained suspended, but looked like it would fall apart any second. You figured you could grab one thing and get out, but should you get the money from the safe or the curious glass item on the desk? Let's get the glass item. More for artifacts than cash. Ocular. As you grabbed the item from the desk, the floor lurched and a low rumble heralded the office imminent demise. I was about to read immense, but that wouldn't make sense. You leaped from the room as it collapsed into rubble on the floor below. You inspected the loot. It turned out to be just a strange old monocle. Okay. Ocular. An experimental aiming aid. If you know how to squint. Plus 10 aim and plus 4 sight. Ooh. I'm equipping that. And then I happened to see something about a gunsmith shop. You can get some guns here, perhaps. You entered the shop, a dozen of suspicious eyes burning holes in you. A giant of a man presented himself as Mr. Dorius, the proprietor. He wanted you to know that you were personally invited to shop in his place. Okay. You asked Dorius if he knew anything about what happened at Murray's gin mill. The old gunsmith explained that if there was one thing that bothered the Masked Man, it was losing money. He'd started getting suspicious Murray was skimming money. And when the Masked Man got suspicious, he didn't waste time wondering what to do. Alright, let's browse, see what he has. Maybe he has an elephant rifle. Remy Borgen rifle. As effective as popular lever-action rifles. Oh, as effective as popular lever-action rifles, but twice as intimidating. Aim -5, damage 5, heat 3, damage versus half cover 2, damage versus full cover 1. Ooh, damage versus... Oh, so this is good against cover. Interesting. Well, I'm going to have that. And I can actually... I'm actually going to sell that. Instead, trade that. Lovely sniper rifle for me. Do you like my sniper rifles? I assume I'm going to get more characters eventually. Double shotgun? Yeah, I'll keep the double shotgun, I think. It looks kind of scary. Just a little bit. I apparently lost a bunch of cards. Crippler. Every hit you score cripples the target. And I get plus 10 luck. Alright. I'll take all of those, I guess. Ravage 65,000 worth of Masked Man's properties. Ask the locals about Old Man Murray. Kill 100 people for an infernal reward. Well, I can probably kill 100 people. The natives lived in a small infertile area that had been given to them by the occupying forces. They were accustomed to trading with pale faces, though most not as pale as you. Let's inquire about Old Man Murray. The natives knew many old men, but no Murrays. They said the only white folk around those parts were the Masked Man's thugs who poached from the nearby forest. Poaching grounds. Okay. The natives lived in a small... Yeah, I read that. Don't really have much to trade. Let's clear out the poaching grounds, I guess. The forests in Indian country teemed with game, more than the natives could ever catch, let alone eat, which made them easy pickings for poachers. The ground was riddled with their traps. On a lucky day, you could disarm them and steal the bait. On a bad day, you'd catch a broken finger, a gashed hand, or worse. Maybe it would be simpler just to stake out the traps and wait for the poachers to show. Nothing like stealing from a thief. Let's set up an ambush. I think it's a better idea. Finally, the poachers showed. Took them out like clockwork, except for one. At first, he refused to talk, but some creative pain mismanagement took care of that. That's a weird choice of words. Once he knew you were serious, he told you Old Man Murray was alive, but had been captured. He said the Masked Man had left him with the rednecks living at Rancho Rojo, then paused for effect. Seeing your puzzled face, the poacher added solemnly, they eat people. Ow.
He's taken to Cannibal Farm. If you could save him, maybe that tough old bird could prove to be useful. And even if you failed, you'd still put a dent in the Masked Man's business.
Brandon Scott. As you traveled down a lonesome road, a trail of smoking ruins in your wake, an old man stepped onto the road ahead. He knew you were going after the Masked Man. He said the Masked Man had taken something he was after. He didn't approve of your methods, but he appreciated your effectiveness. He wanted to join you. Sure, I guess. You'd soon learn the old man was the meanest cousin this region had ever seen. Until you showed up, that is. Okay. Right. Attack the Cannibal Farm. Sure, we'll do that. In the next episode, though, because we have just about run out of time. So, I will see you then.